Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Krolberg and today is going to be my short preview of static dungeons in Albion Online. So basically if you're not familiar with the mechanic, if you don't know what the hell is going on in statics and how can you profit from them, I will just tell and show you a little bit in this video. I'm not gonna be farming them, this may be in the second video, but today we're just gonna talk about how the rewards in statics grow, how can you capitalize on that, and when do people farm those statics. So this is a red zone, this is a tier 7 red zone static, which is, I'm gonna show you right here. You can see it on the map, you can see that undead troops rallying currently, and this here it shows it's like recommended for 3 to 5 players, current value very low, tier 7. So basically yeah, most of the statics that are tier 5 statics are with the watchers, or however they like, the primal guys. The undeads and Morgana ones are tier 6 and 7, and tier 8s are most likely Morgana statics, at least as far as I know. So how do the rewards generate in statics, and how to know when to farm them? Basically, whenever rallying forces occurs, so this is currently have only like 28 minutes left for this, it increases the spawn rate and the enforcement rate of the mobs in here, and in some particular places in the static, both on top of it and inside of it, there are mobs that spawn with some additional rewards on them, and you will see them by their icons on the minimap. So currently I don't really have I've decided to make this video quite spontaneously, and I don't have a skip set on me with invisibilities and stuff, but I do have like one invisibility potion, so we can maybe run through some of those mobs here and just look at it. But just in general, what does that mean is whenever, yeah, let's go maybe like somewhere around here and just at least kill this guy, and I'll probably, yeah, here I'm just gonna die. It's not a big problem, there is no people here, and we can't really see yet the boss here. But just in general, in statics, both inside and outside of them, there are some particular spots where bosses or boss-like enemies will spawn, and they will gather their strength and they will gather their rewards based on how often they are farmed. And if they are not farmed as much in some particular moment, they will give you a lot of rewards. This is when you want to farm them. Basically, oh, you can see it here. So yeah, we will just park our character somewhere at least like kinda safe. Yeah, we will not be able to live in here, but just here you can see it is an orange boss. I don't really care if this thing attacks me. We will just like go maybe here. Yeah. We will park somewhere here, and I can this way I can just show you the chest. Whenever rallying forces happens, those mobs grow way faster, so you can refarm them more. But the current value status that is displayed whenever you're opening the map or you're hovering over the static says you the current amount of these chests already being buffed up, or these like bosses and boss chests that are currently already buffed up. So as you can see here, this is an orange tier of mob. It already has quite big chests, so there are multiple types of chests, and the size of the chest depends on the type of the boss that is already has been grown. And here we see an equivalent of epic size of chest with the boss that has a circle around it. There are, if this particular place wasn't buffed, as much, it would have been just a regular mob staying here and a blue chest, blue sized chest. Then it can roll a rarity on top of that, so whenever you kill this mob, it can go from green to blue, purple, and legendary. So the rarity of chest is is completely different from the size of the chest, and this current value of the dungeon only says you how many of these buffed up bosses and chests are present currently in the static dungeon, and the rallying troops says you how often do they get bumped up by the system. And that's why whenever this rallying cry happens, many people go to farm the static dungeon. So yeah, these chests that are small chests and they are scattered all around the world, if you are skipping with a small party, and just in general, they are not really that worth it. They don't have a lot of loot. There is just all these packs of monsters that guard them that are annoying to kill, and you need quite often you need either better gear or proper party to kill them, and so they are not really that good for skipping. The main part here that you are interested are these buffed up chests with bosses that you know now how they do spawn. So just in general, as a rule of thumb, you basically want to go whenever there's troops rallying, or if it's a lucky time of the day and people wasn't farming that particular static, and it stays there, it is free, and it says like moderate value or even higher. That means that there are a lot of mobs there are a lot of bosses that are buffed up that you can kill and get the reward. Now, one thing I want to clear in particular, this current value does not say the value that is present in chests. So basically, if you find the orange icon boss, it will have the same range of loot that can spawn from its chest. It doesn't matter if the state of the dungeon is in very low or very high or medium. You don't care about it, and the system doesn't care about it. The only thing that matters is the size of the chest, the type of the boss that guards it, and the higher the type of like crown. Okay, so there is like a PK inside of here, so I'll probably just there's 3 guys already. Yeah, I'm just gonna move out of here. But yeah, that is the basic thing about static dungeons. You can farm them. So and these chests, these chests with bosses, they do spawn both on top of statics and below whenever you're entering them, so they are all ready and available for you to do. Then with all those bosses, if you are interested in getting a lot of silver, you need to learn how to kill all those specific bosses. There are tactics for them. If this video is successful, I'm gonna do more content about static dungeons, but just in terms of in general rewards and what you want to do in those, I think I've covered it a little bit. Whenever you're planning to farm static dungeons, you are interested you need to prepare one set of gear that will have a lot of different invisibilities in order for you to just run through all those packs of mobs to that boss spot. And then you need second type of set that will be your fighting set. It is for solo skipping. It is quite often nature staffs that are specifically good for some particular bosses, but just in general, most likely nature staffs. And for duo setups, it's a healer and some DPS that can do a lot of damage and get aggro on himself, so that healer will not get a lot of aggro, which it is quite often like fire staffs, different stuff like that. You can look it up, and yet again, if there are a lot of people in comments who will want to have information about that, I'm more than happy to do a video about it. But yeah, just in general, that's how statics are done. You skip the mobs towards, and it is like solo, duo, trio statics, I need to say. You basically skip all the mobs up to that boss chest. You only farm those chests that are at least orange, as we've seen in like right here, or the red ones that are big ones. They are very, very profitable. You are not interested at all in those like yellow ones that it is just a regular mob that defends it. They don't really give a good loot. Not at least like in tier 6, 7, maybe in tier 8s they are good. I haven't skipped statics at that high of a tier myself. But yeah, this is a general information. Thank you for watching. Hope you're having a good time, and goodbye.